opportunity and keep them out of harm's way. A lot of our young people are plagued with violence, they're plagued with dysfunction, and a lot of times they're plagued with boredom, and a lot of that leads to risky behavior. However, if we can begin to put things that actually work in their path, it will make a difference.
You mentioned economic opportunity. What drew you into doing haircutting?
I started cutting my hair at the age of 12 because we didn't have much. And because we didn't have much, we couldn't afford to go to the barber shop. So I tried it myself, and it really helped. It helped with self-esteem. It helped with self-confidence. I began to learn that I had something that I can offer because I had this gift and this skill at a young age. And honestly, it saved my life. It saved my life because I was not only able to cut my hair, I began cutting my brother, my cousins, friends. As I got older, I began to charge for haircuts and things like that, and I was able to thrive and survive. I didn't have to go to the streets to sell drugs. I didn't have to get caught up trying to hit licks or trying to steal or do this, that, and other because I have something that I can hold on to for myself.
Awesome. And is this your first time teaching like a new generation, like your skills and stuff like that?
No, actually, I have a camp, Cut Boys, #ClippersOverGuns. We've been doing a Cut Boys camp for about 5 years now. So we've been training 12 to 18-year-olds on how to cut, what clippers are all about, how can you begin to make money with it, how can you build clientele, and how do you go to school? How do you go to school? What are the state laws? How do you become legit? So we've been teaching that, and at the end of our program, we usually give a clipper kit to where if they want to start cutting hair, they can go. And I know it's controversial, but you want to know what else is controversial? The school to prison pipeline. That's controversial. What's controversial is the amount of young people that are becoming incarcerated every day because they're getting caught up because they have nothing to do or they feel like they have no skills. What's controversial is the amount of young people that are dying and that are getting caught up again in the streets and things like that. So in order to combat that, is non-traditional. We need non-traditional tools to reach a non-traditional generation, and that's what this is. And if some choose to go to hair school in the future, good for them. But if they never choose to go to hair school, at least they have a skill. And they're not selling drugs, they're selling haircuts. For me, when I see the light come on in a young person, a light comes on, a light radiates out of my heart. I feel it, I lived it as a young person. I know that it can work, and so when I see a young person begin to take pride in what they do and pride in themselves and boost their self-esteem and realize that they don't have to be stuck, they don't have to grow up to become a baby daddy or a baby mama, they don't have to grow up to be a statistic, that they can take charge of their life, I feel on top of the world. The takeaways from this, and so like today we have a number of kids. My goal is to get at least 30 to 40% of the young people in this room, and I'm going to be holding sessions throughout next year, like on a monthly basis, and I'll be teaching them different tips throughout the month, and I'll be able to help mentor them, and I'll bring in more barbers and more stylists so we can help surround these young people, and I'll bring in financial advisors, and I'll bring in life coaches. Our goal is to begin to create a village around these young people. We can raise these young people up, these young people can impact their generation. And there'll be barbers, and guess what? Barbers are popular. Because barbers, they hold the key. We can help repair a relationship with a haircut. Do you hear me? And so when these young people begin to realize that, it makes a big difference. And so the idea is if they're at Washington High School, go have at it. Let them know that you're available to cut hair. But then also check out the state laws. Check out what schools are available. We have Little Lutz Barber College that's now in South Bend, Indiana. There's Gold Beauty College where a person can get a cosmetology license. We have Eden Barber College now that's in Elkhart. That Michiana Beauty College that's in Granger. There's tools around. There is a CTE program. Parents are serious and are willing to back their kids, whether it's a grandparent, a foster parent, an adoptive parent, a co-parent. If we can surround our young people and help them with a plan, things can change, and we can get them on a track for success. I will say this: nobody's coming in with a cape on a helicopter to rescue us, and rescue our children. If we want to see our young people rescued, we have to be the one to take the front seat. We cannot solely leave that responsibility in the lap of teachers or school administrators or the youth pastors or the civic organizations. As parents and as family members, we've got to start taking efforts at our homes. I can't tell you about hair care, and I can tell you with barbering that this works. I know it works because it worked for me, and I've seen it work for others. And so with these young people, Their lives will forever change. And not only their lives, but if we can encourage them to be empowered, let them know that they can be leaders, guess what? There's a generation of not just barbers in this room. There's a room full of leaders that will impact the city of South Bend.